Thank you so much, Liesl. Now, we have been getting some great advice from our two motivational guests this morning, Gary and Marcel from Towerstone, teaching us about the importance of leadership, not only in your private capacity, but also in your professional capacity, and also how to do with your hands, your mind, and your heart. And they're here for the last time this morning to give us some food for thought. Guys, thank you so much for spending the morning with us, giving us some great advice. So you're going to leave us with a last little bit of info, the 5 essentials of leadership. What are they?
I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of leadership books out there, but you see the same themes coming through again and again. And what those 5 essentials are, I'll take you through them one by one. But firstly, a leader has to set direction and purpose. If you want to take your people on a journey, they want to know where you're taking them. So that starts first and foremost with that. Secondly, that starts with, if you want brand ambassadors, you've got to be a brand ambassador yourself. So a leader has to be a role model. They have to be an example of those behaviors they want to see. And thirdly, and this forms what we call the spine of leadership, is how do you connect with your people at that heart level? How do you connect with their values and their beliefs? It's to encourage those behaviors that you're looking for your organization. Marcel?
Yes, I think key also that leadership is not something that you switch on and then switch off. Leadership is about leading all the time, constantly and consistently. And when we lead constantly and consistently, you find that if you strive for that brand ambassador we spoke about earlier, the mind, the hands, and the heart, that you find you're leading all the time. And that's where real change happens. Yeah. We saw the iceberg, the behaviors and the performance and what you see. But what's underneath that? What are the purpose, the insightful things, the values and beliefs that drive me, and how do I lead that going forward?
Oh, absolutely. But then all of it means nothing unless you wrap it up with good communication. And we always tell the leaders we work with, communicate, communicate, communicate. And then communicate some more. And it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
It always comes out. Communication is one of the most important things.
It always stops. And finally, and this is the bit of a brutal truth, is that leadership is not a part-time job. It's not something that you do from 8 to 5. It's something that you have to do all the time. That's a true leader has to be on tap all the time. They've got to be available all the time. Whether it's as the large chief executive or whether it's your role as a parent. Parenting is not a part-time job. It's
exactly.
Personal leadership is about something that you do all the time, every day. Every second.
Yeah. Lead all the time. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for inspiring us today, spending your time with us on this Motivational Monday. And I think one thing that I took away from it personally, as well as a lot of viewers can, what do you want to do? Yeah. You don't want to have to do something, you want to do something. Great. So figure that out. Guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Well, I hope we've inspired you today on this Motivational Monday. But right now, let's go over to the kitchen for some last-minute cooking tips and also to announce our Kellogg's winner. Stay tuned for that.
Stay with Espresso and SABC3.